What's up, everybody? It's Wolf of Walmart. It is here. It is here. I got my Yak Gadget gear. Dude, I got it. I am so stoked because I have lots of different Yak Gadget stuff throughout my whole boat. It is some of the best equipment that I put on the boat so far. I really like it. I'm going to tell you, I'm very excited. I love my rod racks on the side because easy stow and go, grab a rod, change a rod. I mean, it is right next to me. It is so fun, but I have been still struggling with tackle management, and I'm limited to the amount of rods that I can really put on the boat. So, I mean, I could double stack rods in each slots because the slots are big enough, but it's summer, so the water's going to be nuts. People are going to be jet skiing, giant boating, and everything like that. It's time. It was time for a box. It's time for a crate. It's time for something. And JT, thank you, dude. I super appreciate this. I got, oh my gosh, it's heavy. My Yak Gadget XD crate, dude. And that's kind of upside down. I got the low bro crate. I got risers for it to lift it up a little higher if I need, depending on how deep the well is back here behind my seat. Because like I've been saying multiple times, like it's really scary for me to turn around, but I've been getting more comfortable standing, so I'm starting to get more comfortable moving around the boat. I need a couple more rods on a regular basis, so it is time. And I am so glad that this has arrived. Thank you, dude. You are the man, JT. I appreciate you. And on top, oh, goodies. Hang on. What is that? Ooh, so these are rod storage lifters, so I can raise my rod storage. Oh my gosh. And I got the bump board holders, so I can set my bump board in. Dude, I like this. Oh, it's got these little grippies right here. That's cool. And I like the storage because I can clip it in like this side. I can put it either on my Boondocks arm back here. I can put it on the Boondocks arm back here, or I can put it on the crate itself, depending on what I want to do with it. I'm super excited, dude. Let's get into this box and let's start breaking this stuff down. Okay, so I got the chesty cam on for this one because it's definitely going to be a banger. I had a little bit of a hard time trying to unload everything and put it on my workbench because normally I would put it on my workbench, but there's a lot there. So these boxes are actually pretty sick because you get to assemble them yourselves. I mean, similar, I'm sure, to the black packs and a bunch of the other boxes where you kind of put them all together. But this one's made out of quite a bit more durable material. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little hero shot of all the stuff on the floor before we start assembling. And then I'm going to, turn this guy on and we're going to get to assembling. One more thing I'd like to note. Let's do this real quick. I know I'm out of focus. See that tag right there? Made in the USA. That is one of the most important tags on this whole thing. Yep, my GoPro just died. That is one of the most important tags on this whole thing. Yak Gadget is a small American business. JT does it right out of Tennessee on his own. So right here in this spot right here, we're about to look a whole lot different thanks to him. So shout out again, JT, you are the man. All right, so here we have all the pieces laid out. I have instructions on how to do it right here. So I'm gonna get down on the ground here and let's get to it. So, says in step one, we take these guys, we take this guy, and we put them on the bottom here. That was really easy. And these are supposed to slide right in here with the screw pattern facing out. 1, 2. Yeah, we are locked in. Next, it shows that I put on the back. The back will be this piece over here. Does it have a pattern, hole pattern matching the back? Yep. So there's 2 hole patterns on this. I don't know if you guys can see it. 2 hole patterns. One's a little bit tighter to the top than further from the bottom. So we know that this side is the bottom. 2 more tabs. Oh, they go outward. Okay. I mean, I guess that would make sense because you want everything to be back from the inside. 1, 2. Number 5, front. That would be this guy right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him on right here with just 1. And I put this guy. Let's turn it so you guys see it. Like that. Boom. Now it tells me that I gotta put 5 screws in. You know what I forgot? My drill. To look at my messy truck. I got tools and stuff everywhere. Boom. Here we go. So this is how we tighten all these together. Now, all of this has preset holes in them. So these tabs are all countersunk. So the bugle, which is what's called a bugle head. This bugle head, this slant right here, fits right inside these countersunk holes. He's really thought of everything. That way you don't ever split the plastic. Oh my gosh, so good. One side is tight. My guess is in the instructions, the next instruction are probably going to be put on the other side. Oh, step 8. Repeat similar steps for the other side. Requires 5 tongues, 5 screws. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and do our copycat right here. Let's go ahead and put these, see the pre-drilled holes right here? Pre-drilled hole, pre-drilled hole, pre-drilled hole. That is for this tongue hole right here. Boom. And the box is set. Now notice I have dividers. Hopefully I can get them in there. Maybe I have to take that all apart just to get those in there. So I did have to put those in there ahead of time. But that's okay. Really, it's not a whole lot to take these screws out. You don't want to be doing this too much, but it's really not too bad to take them out once and then put them back in. 4 tongue, 5 tongue. I also like this for how easy this is to adjust, you know what I'm saying? If I ever needed to do any maintenance or heaven forbid something happened to it where I'd have to work on it, we are set, ready to go, you know? Hey. Boom. 5. Let's go ahead and pop these screws back in. There it is. There's the main box design. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this. I just used it to get up. This thing is stout. Use this in the back here and see how much space I have. Wow. That really fits almost perfect. I mean, whew. Almost nothing to keep it in there. That is awesome. Now, do I want it higher? Because I do have the elevation kit. It will lift it about that much higher. I mean, that might be easier for me to get into. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at this, and I'm gonna take some measurements, and I'm probably gonna get the boat down. I don't need to film all that, just to let you guys know. You know what? No, because you guys need to see all of this. You guys need to see how this whole thing goes. Here's the extension plates right here. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, that's a number 3 tip. I mean, I can do it with a number 2. I just can't tighten it down very hard. Oh, these are cool. He actually inset threaded slots for the nut. That's cool. Okay. Anyways, sorry, that's just a general construction is awesome. It's really cool, I think, you know, when somebody goes the extra mile and does a little bit of the extra, like, I don't know. Go ahead and putting threaded slots inside the box ahead of time, or inside the leg ahead of time, because he knows that people are going to want to maybe extend it. And instead of having a two-part or a T where you would screw to it like you screw to these, this way you can pull this in and out as you feel, you know, as you so deem necessary, without destroying the plastic. Sorry, let me finish that thought. So you're not gonna be able to see this very well, I'm guessing, just because of the angle to the dangle. You might just be looking at this the whole time. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and do the best that I can for you guys. This is what I was saying about a number 3 tip. A number 3 is a little bit fatter of a Phillips head. It's for fatter Phillips head screws. I'm using a number 2, which is your typical Phillips head. Woo, right there. These legs would give you a good advantage to storing under the box. All right, let's go over here. We'll take a look. That is significantly higher. I do like it though. I don't really like the freedom of it though. Now I'm gonna have rod tubes on the side of this thing and everything, but let me just see by putting these on. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It is a little bit higher for me, so reaching back here will definitely be quite easier. You know, I might try a trip with them on and then try a trip with them off and see which I like better. Yeah. See, it's still got a lot of play to it. When I actually take the legs off, it sits right on this running mat that kind of keeps it pretty still, to be honest. You know, I think I'm going to take the legs off for now, and if I find a problem with digging, or if it's difficult for me to dig, then I'm definitely going to put them back on. But the way these Yak Gadget boxes are created, see how everything's in at a slope? I'm not digging looking for stuff in a big square box. It's divided, it's separated. I could have a big open box if I wanted to, but it's basically divided, separated. Water is free to flow in and out as I need, which is awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the feet off because of the design of the box. It's actually leaning towards me anyways. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. So I put it back in with no feet on, and I'm actually not mad at it at all. I was wondering about water because, you know, you can get in, it's pretty much open, but that's fine because water can get out. And then it's actually resting on the highest point of the rear well of my kayak, so chances of water getting in there before it goes out the scupper holes is slim to none. So yeah, I'm real happy with this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the rod storage on there, and yeah, I'm stoked. Heck yeah. You know what, I just thought of something. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, and I want to take a look because the hardware for those legs looks really, really familiar. Yep. So he used, for the hardware for those legs, he used 1/4 bolts. You know what that means? These bolts are basically compatible with just about everything else on the bolt. So if I ever had an issue or something sheared or snapped, I have extra bolts just sitting right here at home waiting for me. That's awesome. Good call, John. Now I gotta get those rod tubes on this box, and I see that I have a bunch of pre-drilled holes through there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Ooh, pre-drilled. And those rod tubes go in it. Let me just figure out. Word to the wise, just to let you guys know, a chuck like this, which this is the chuck, this is the drill bit, does not necessarily fit inside rod tube holes, right? I can't really get that in there to screw. There's a screw that's in the back right here, so I can't get that in there to screw that. So I would suggest getting a longer chuck, something similar. It's a single shank. They make them in 2, 3. This is a 6, just because whatever, I was using this for some casework once. And this will fit just fine to to tighten down all your rod tubes. No obstructions. But look who it is. Ooh. Mr. Souter's got himself a captain's bridge. Oh, dude, he's got this PWR. He's got my goals boat. Goals, buddy. So, Matt Souders, shout out to you. You're now in my little install video. I mean, he's actually helps me with a lot. You know, if you guys ever have questions, feel free, hit the man up. He's very knowledgeable and he's a good dude. He'll give you solid advice. Shout out Souders. Now I know that there's supposed to be a nut on the backside because they give us nuts. Give us nuts. Lay threads through the hole in the plastic as it is on this whole lineup. I'm definitely not concerned about the nut not grabbing. One. Alright, so got my back tube set in. Now I need my two side tubes. And we will be good. So I feel like now that I got everything working, I have a little bit smaller space. I have more space on the desk where I can work up here now. And I think this is where these go, because I can't imagine them go here because they would hit this. That's what I'm gonna take that guess and run with it because it looks like it would fit great right here. It's just a matter of getting it the way I want it. Temping in these screws where here and here you can see I can now adjust where my rod will be. I love that. Now I'm just gonna do my second one. One screw. Guess I gotta find that other hole, huh? Story of my life. Just kidding, I have two kids. I think that's what it's gonna be right there. Some pliers on it real quick just to make sure it gets nice and where we need it. Right there. And let's settle her in right there. Last but certainly not least on this, we gotta put on, I love this little canvas pocket thing. I think it's cool. And this guy goes down here like this. And here you go, guys, right here. Boom! Set and ready. Tackle and rod storage complete. So here's the strapping pattern I decide goes great with this. I'm gonna put this hook all the way in the back here like this. And this guy goes up front. Why that way? Well, first off, these side rod tubes are in the way, but that's not gonna obstruct me from getting my rods in and out. Second off, it keeps my box like super secure. So pins it down in the back, pins it down in the front and side to side. I mean, you really couldn't ask for much more. JT really outdid himself on this one. I like this too. A little bit more dry storage. Nice little sealed pocket. Yep. Now I can finally have a good spot for storage, for tackle anyways. Also rods, but I still like these things a lot. But we're gonna see, because these anchor wizards are in now, and I might have to pick up a rod every time I want to pick up an anchor. So we're gonna play with that next. But that's an on the water adventure. Hello?
Teaching her how to water. Learning how to water.
Hello? You're learning how to water?
She likes to
Yeah, you're having so much fun.
Me too.
Yeah. Sweet. I almost forgot. This is your catchboard kit. Now originally, I was gonna put this on where the catchboard could go here, or even here. But now, that I see the size of the box and how it measures out. Unfortunately, I don't have the height to put this here. I'm gonna have to figure out something new with the catchboard. Stay tuned. Oh, also, I think that these actually go like this. Not necessarily the way I had it, which I would assume would probably be easier for tension and keep everything just that much more. Yeah. Oh yeah, way better. Also, where's my bag at? Oh, it's down here. Hang on a second. This is my soft plastic storage bag that I usually keep on the kayak. I almost lost it a couple times, so I decided to put a clip on it because, you know, what better than to keep your soft plastics from going anywhere. But I didn't have really a place to put them because I have all that underseat storage being used and I can't fit them under my seat. So now I might not even need this anymore, which is, you know, kind of weird and new for me because this is what I've been doing for a while. I bet it fits right in here. And it sure as heck does. Busby box with all my soft plastics fits right there. No problem. Oh man, I got so many options here. All right. So, all in all, I love it. Like, I love it. I can't wait to get this thing out in the water and test it out. I want to just load this thing down. Like, my inner, like, Armageddon preparer type personality where I want all the tackle. I want every single possible thing that I could possibly use, even winter techniques when it's coming to be summer, because sometimes they're so lethargic. They act like they're in winter. Trust me, I'm not above throwing a blade bait in summer. Point being is I am so excited with what I can do with this. From here on out, like, this is going to change how it works for me. I will continue to keep my side rod racks because I think that Yak Gadget has the best side rod rack system on the market. And as long as it doesn't obstruct me from using my anchor wizard, it's staying on. If I got to figure out a way to extend it and put it out a little bit more, so be it. I will do it because that side rod rack is just, I mean, it's clutch when you're doing like a 2-rod day where you throw 15 lures and you find out that only 2 were biting and then you just put the other ones away. Boom, side rod rack right there. Just whap, whap, whap. Or if it's a 4 pattern, you know, I got 4 rods available, 4 rod rack availability over there. So that's going to stay. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it. And I will figure that way out because I haven't seen a better side rod rack in the game yet. And I've seen some of the new stuff coming and I'm just not that impressed yet. I'd like to see it functioning. Point being is, I now can put 6 more rods on my boat that I could not before. That's awesome. I can stuff all the tackle. Awesome. I even have a little bit more dry bag storage, which I'm stoked because I have a dry bag that I've been putting up front and I want to put like an emergency kit and some other stuff in there. Just, you know, doomsday preparer guy. Just in case. I hate to be out in the water and get caught in a spot where I need some stitches, you know. Because that happens to me a lot. But yeah, the takeaway on this, easy assembly, super durable product. I can't wait to get it out there and fish with it and see how we end up. I'm super excited. So let me know. The same thing I always say, like if you like it, don't if you don't. Either way, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think.